there, everybody. How we doing? Mea culpa, mea maxima culpa. I am so sorry for the delay in getting on tonight. What is it? 6:15 already. That's pushing the limits of Irish time, isn't it, Neil? Hopefully everything's sounding decent. We had some technical. I mean the royal we. I mean I had some technical. I had to tear some stuff apart for an actual in-person gig last weekend. So I just kind of got around to plugging it in right before showtime, and I went, oh, there was a couple of glitchy poos. Glitchy poos are over. We're here. We're live. Get those comments rolling. Hi, everybody in the Boring Brigade. It's a lovely sunny day in Orange County, California. I think I'll start with something different tonight. Well, the little boats are gone from the docks of Liffey. Oh, the ferrymen are stranded on the quay. Oh, the Dublin docks are dying and the way of life is gone. Oh, Molly, it was part of you and me. Where the strawberry beds sweep down to the Liffey, you'll kiss away the worries from the brow. I love you well today, and I'll love you more tomorrow. If you ever love me, Molly, love me now. Hey, Jimmy. 'Twas the only job I knew. It was hard but never lonely. Ah, the Liffey ferry made a man of me. But it's gone without a whisper, and forgotten even now. Sure, it's over, Molly, oh, can't you see? Where the strawberry beds sweep down to the Liffey, you'll kiss away the worries from my brow. I love you well today, and I'll love you more tomorrow. If you ever love me, Molly, love me now. Here's the accordion solo for Jimmy in Cleveland. Where the strawberry beds sweep down to the Liffey, you'll kiss away the worries from my brow. I love you well today, and I'll love you more tomorrow. If you ever love me, Molly, love me now. Well, now I'll till the yard, and I'll spend my days a talking. I'll hear them whisper, Harry's on the door. But Molly, we're still living. Oh yeah, darling, we're still young, and that river and never owned my heart and soul. Where the strawberry beds sweep down to the Liffey, you'll kiss away the worries from my brow. I love you well today, and I love you more tomorrow. If you ever love me, Molly, love me now. Where the strawberry beds sweep down to the Liffey, oh, you'll kiss away the worries from my brow. I love you well today, and I love you more tomorrow. If you ever love me, Molly, love me now. If you ever love me, Molly, love me now. If you ever love me, Molly, love me now. Better late than never, I like to say. So here we are. We are definitely late, and we're never saying never, right? What else can I do on the capo on the second fret and have some fun with? We'll get to a nice old-timey, sort of modern Irish waltz. Any Richard Thompson fans here? No? Okay. Then I wrote this one. Well, she dressed in the dark. She whispered, amen. She was pretty and pink, like a young girl again. 20 years of married, she never thought twice. She slipped out the door and into the night. Silver wings carried her over the sea, from the west coast of Ireland to West Tennessee. Oh, to be with her sweetheart, she left everything. She went from Galway to Graceland to be with the king. She went from Galway to Graceland to be with the king. She was humming Suspicion, the song she liked best. She had Elvis, I love you tattooed on her breast. When they landed in Memphis, her heart beat so fast. She dreamed for so long now she'd see him at last. She knelt by his graveside day after day, and come closing time they would haul her away. To be with her sweetheart, she left everything. She went from Galway to Graceland to be with the king. She went from Galway to Graceland to be with the king. Thousands they came from the whole human race to pay their respects at his last resting place. And blindly she knelt there and told him her dreams. She thought that he'd answered for her, that's how it seemed. Oh, they hauled her away, it was handcuffs this time. She said, my good man, are you out of your mind? Can't you see that we're married? I'm wearing his ring. I come from Galway to Graceland to be with the king. She went from Galway to Graceland to be with the king. She come from Galway to Graceland to be with the king. Richard Thompson for One and All. Cheers. Oh yeah, gotta get this all set. So if you're in Southern California, I'll go ahead and just announce the bad news that you've probably seen on social media, near and far and in between. But yes, the Irish Fair is not happening now for 2021. I apologize on behalf of the president of the universe. No, the president of the Irish Fair Foundation. So. City of Long Beach is being, in an abundance of caution, have decided, even though it was outdoors, to sort of re-review the last-minute permit that was granted to us, because I know we typically plan these things 9 to 12 months in advance, but... So, anyway, boo hiss. But so far, so good on the Hooley holiday in Ireland in October, so we're keeping our fingers crossed for that. Thank you, Hefe. If you're watching tonight out in Facebook land or YouTube land or here in the driver way, oh yeah, good request, Ted. I'll do that one. Hold on. Do make sure if you're joining the Fenians in Ireland that you are vaccinated. Otherwise, you got to sit half of the trip out in Dublin in a hotel, and nobody wants to do that. So it's definitely a vax trip. And if you're not into being vaccinated, that's cool, I guess. You have your reasons, but you can't go to Ireland with us. You can, but you're going to miss it all. Anyway, there we go. I found the chart. So, a request for Ted and Trish. Trish is skipping school. What I used to do, never mind, I won't say that. So here's a song I love playing with Rob, and I'm going to play it without him today. I'll do it 3 up and see how that goes. Oh, yeah, that's kind of in my bag there, isn't it? I got a song that's going to make Ruth very, very happy. I think it's Ruth that's been requesting this one, but I get confused from time to time. ordinary man, nothing special, nothing grand. I've had to work for everything I own. I never asked for a lot, I was happy with what I got. Enough to keep my family and my home. Now they say the times are hard, and they've handed me my card. They say there's not the work to go around. And when the whistle blows, the gates will finally close. Tonight they're going to shut this factory down. They'll tear it down. Well, I never missed a day, nor went on strike for better pay. For 20 years I served them best I could. And with a handshake and a check, it's so easy to forget the loyalty through the bad times and the good. Now the owner says he's sad to see that things have gone so bad, but the captains of industry won't let him lose. He still drives a car and he smokes his cigar. Still he takes his family on the cruise. He'll never lose. Now it seems to me such a cruel irony. He's richer now than ever he was before. But now my check is spent and I can't afford the rent. There's one law for the rich, one for the poor. And every day I've tried to salvage some of my pride, to find some work so I might pay my way. But everywhere I go, the answer's always no. There's no work for anyone here today. No work today. And so condemned I stand, an ordinary man, like thousands beside me in the queue. And I watch my darling wife trying to make the best of life. God knows what the kids are gonna do. And now that we are faced with this human waste, a generation lost in time, and as long as I live, I never will forgive. They stripped me of my dignity and pride. They stripped me bare. They stripped me bare. They stripped me bare. They stripped me bare. Aha! Thanks. Hard to sing that one a week after singing it with Rob and listening to that, the man with the golden voice, the lady's choice. Robbie Stelmore, how are you? Good to see you. And Sean's on from Korea, South, I assume, since I'd probably be blocked in North. Thank you, Anne. Very kind of you. I appreciate you. How are the folks? Rob, doing well? I hope they're doing well, my friend. One of these days, you're going to have to figure out how to play hooky from your teaching job like Trish did and join us in Ireland in October. Tommy Comerford, speaking of Ireland in October, how are you doing, Tom? I was stripped bare in front of your very eyes, figuratively speaking, thanks be to God. I hope you're doing well, my friend, Tom, all the way from lovely Waterford in the southeast of Ireland. Hey, Tom, I'm going to be over in August. I'm going to be over by myself and myself and the wife in August, 18th through the 19th. Get there on the 19th. So basically 20th through 27th. I will. I won't ring you when I'm done because it'll be 4 o'clock in the morning for you. But I will. Although I've probably had conversations with Tom at 4 a.m. Not a bother. But I'll ring you tomorrow and we'll chat a bit about what's going on for October. Anyway. I digress. Sorry, I'm having personal conversations here on the deal. I'm gonna play another newish song for me. Not a new song at all, but a newish song for me. I played it last week, I think, for the first time, and played it again on Sunday when Rob and I were together. And anyone from Cork out there? Any Corkonians? No. Anybody whose grandparents, great-grandparents' ancestry, Irish ancestry's from Cork? Are we getting closer? Anybody pull a cork out of a wine bottle ever? There you go. Fair enough. This is actually written about a true event that happened right there on the banks of my own lovely Lee. But anyway, it goes like this. Among the walls and ruins of the Harvard civic stone, I walked without my lover or my older bones. The sun was strong in the going down, it was a dreamlike day. There I met the Trinity, and there I heard them say, they said, bye bye mama, bye brother John. Anybody shining bells? She much closer. Hugged them all goodbye. Mother cried on us all. Bye bye. I dropped and said we were out to drop it. Around the sun on my face and hold the buffalo. She had bye. To the wall, down to shame the watching. Shandon bells ring on, ring on. We're swimming out in the sunset, swimming out to sea. We were swimming past the opera house, the mad lady and me. And we said, bye bye mama, bye brother John. Fare thee well, you Shandon bells, ring on, ring on. Ah, bye bye mama, bye brother John. Fare thee well, you Shandon bells, ring on, ring on. Ring on, ring on. Ring on, ring on. There you go. Fare thee well, you Shandon bells. I gotta admire a songwriter that puts the Shandon bells in a song. Just saying. I wonder who else did that. I don't know, probably one of my favorite songwriters. Think about it, Ruth. Hi, Di. Hello, Diana. How are you? I don't think I played this one for you in the last couple of weeks, so I have to make up for some lost time. Dan Ferran, how you doing? That's okay, you're late to the Hooley. The only Hooley you were ever late to was the first one. And you were probably years late for that one, I think. But anyway, how are things in Chicago? I would say humid, because I was just in Minneapolis this week, and it was god-awful. So anyway, like I say, this is Diana's favorite song. This is my favorite song written about the only city I know of in the world that begins with 6 silent letters. So here we go. In my memories, I will always see the town that I had loved so well, where our school played ball by the gas yard wall. We laughed through the smoke and the smell, going home in the rain, running up the dark lane, past the jail and down behind the fountain. Those were happy days in so many, many ways, in the town I loved so well. In the early morning, the shirt factory horn calls women from Cregan, from the moor and the bog, while the men on the door play a mother's role, feed the children and then walk the dogs. And when times got rough, oh, there was just about enough, and we saw it through without complaining. For deep inside was a burning pride in the town I loved so well. Well, there was music there in the dairy air, like a language that we could all understand. And I remember the day when I earned my first pay, as I played in a small pickup band. There I spent my youth, and to tell you the truth, I was sad to leave it all behind me. For I learned about life, and I found me a wife in the town I loved so well. Now when I return, how my eyes they were burned to see how a town could be brought to its knees by the armored cars and the bombed out bars and the gas that hangs on to every breeze. Now the army's installed by that old gas yard wall, and that damned barbed wire gets higher and higher. With their tanks and their guns, oh my God, what have they done to the town I loved so well? The music music's gone, but they carry on, for their spirit's been bruised and never broken. They will not forget, for their hearts are all set on tomorrow and peace once again. What's done is done, and what's won is won, and what's lost is lost and gone forever. I can only pray for a bright, brand new day in the town I loved so well. In the town I loved so well. In the town I loved so well. Town I love so well. Cheers, thanks. His was the Hyatt. How was the Hyatt? Are you requesting John Hyatt? I'm not sure. Rob, are you drinking already? Did you just come straight home from work? You're welcome, Diana. Good to see you. So it looks like I got to work out some final deals with Muldoon's, but I think my Wednesday night Hoolies are going to return to Newport Beach on Wednesday nights live, back in person on Wednesday nights, probably starting about twice a month. I think Wednesday nights. I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see how things shake down. So, things are different. Why not do something different? Huh? I do want some salmon. I do have the best salmon down there. How are you doing, Tom? If you're still on, Tom, let me know in the comment section if you are, if the live gigs are slowly coming back. Did I hear something about next week? Maybe pubs having music in Ireland? I don't know. Let me know that. That's kind of key for when we head over, right? So, what'll it be now? Maybe we'll do something a little more peppy. Let's do this one, so. There we go. Ha-ha. Well, hey, Johnny McGorry, tell me where's your glory gone? I saw you up in the mountain with your old leg gone. A dirty Flanders bullet, it left you half a man. Oh, hey, Johnny McGorry, where's your old leg gone? We're up the Sally Garden and around the back of the pipes, messing with the Liberty Bell and Toulouse and Stripes. You're trading all your troubles and grabbing every chance to show the randy old ones all the things you learned in France. So, hey, Johnny McGorry, tell me where's your glory gone? I saw you up in the motto with your old leg gone. A dirty Flanders bullet, it left you half a man. Hey, Johnny McGorry, where's your old leg gone? He's up the Gloucester diamond red, ready on your mind. Not a tosser in your pocket, not a soul you could remind. The Lord knows they're in Ireland and you never did give in. Your neck's as hard as concrete and your laugh's a mortal sin. Oh, hey, Johnny McGorry, tell me where's your glory gone? I saw you up on the Monta with your old leg gone. A dirty Flanders bullet, sure it left you half a man. Hey, Johnny McGorry, where's your old leg gone? Mondays in the Ivy and Tuesdays in the tracks. Wednesdays walking wounded, or Thursdays shoulder bags. Fridays heroes are on the touch, and Saturdays lost again. But with Sunday's good intention, sure we'll start the week again. Hey, Johnny McGorry, tell me where's your glory gone? I saw you up in the Monta with your old leg gone. A dirty Flanders bullet, it left you half a man. Hey, Johnny McGorry, where's your old leg gone? Oh, hey. Johnny McGorry, tell me where's your glory gone? I saw you up in the motto with your owl leg gun. A dirty Flanders bullet, it left you half a man. Oh hey, Johnny McGorry, where's your owl leg gone? I need Tardu on that one. That one needs a little break in the middle. I need my breath. His was the Hyatt. Still trying to figure out his was the Hyatt. Alan, sure, why not? I think I'll keep the capo on for that one too. Coffee's going cold. Give me a second. Put the old lid on. Speaking of cold coffee, I have some ice too. Yes, we do, Anne. O'Malley's was great. I love the energy in that room to begin with, but the fact that it was a special occasion on like 3 different accounts for the hooligans who were playing after us. It was great. He told me that 20 years ago or so, or 15 years ago when they were first getting started, they opened for us at the House of Blues one time, which was great. And I said, well, the world has come full circle because now Rob and I are opening for you guys. So there you go. That's why you always learn in show business. Be nice to those you meet on the way up because you're going to meet them on the way down. So we do have plans to return. Seamus, how's it going? How are you? And Matt, I meant to say hi to Matt. William Matthew is your nom de plume, your Facebook pseudonym. Good to see you, William Matthew. So we are coming back to O'Malley's on Seal Beach on Sunday, the 29th of next month, August. And then we will be there, which is about a month from now, give or take, más o menos. And we will be there probably 2 Sundays a month, depending on the Fenian schedule and our travel schedule between now and the end of the year. And you're very kind, Jimmy. I appreciate that. The manager said, what would it take to get the Fenians in here, the full band? I said, a bigger stage. To start with. The hooligans are a lot thinner than I am. Well, most of them. Maybe not one of them. Hi, Ed. Love you. Yeah. All right. Enough chitty-chatty, chitter-chatter, water out of me here. Oh, what song was I going to play? Oh, I know. There was a wild colonial boy, Jack Duggan was his name. He was born and raised in Ireland in a place called Castlemaine. He was his father's only son, his mother's pride and joy, and dearly did his parents love the wild colonial boy. At the early age of 16 years he left his native home, and to Australia's sunny land he was inclined to roam. He robbed the rich to help the poor. He shot James McAvoy. A terror to Australia was our wild colonial boy. One morning on the prairie, while Jack he rode along, while listening to a mockingbird singing his cheerful song. Out jumped 3 troopers, fierce and grim, Kelly Davis and Fitzroy. Oh, they all set out to capture him, our wild colonial boy. Surrender now, Jack Duggan, for ya see there's 3 to 1. Surrender in the King's high name, for you are a plundering son. Jack drew 2 pistols from his side, and he proudly waved them high. Well, I'll fight, but not surrender, says our wild colonial boy. I fired a shot at Kelly, which brought him to the ground. And turning around to Davis, he received a fatal wound. Sure, a bullet pierced his round young heart from the pistol of Fitzroy. And that was how they captured him, our wild colonial boy. And that was how they captured him, our wild colonial boy. And that was how they captured him, our wild colonial boy. Yahoo! Good job, Seamus, with singing those tunes. You know, my dear little baby boy, a few of my lullabies were rebel songs. That explained a lot in later life. So it did. Hello, Terry. Great name. Spelled correctly for your particular gender, I do believe. Although that's all very much flexible in this day and age, in the 21st century. Patriot game. Fair enough. We'll do that one. For any fans of Bob Dylan, you might recognize this melody. We'll see how they go. What's that? The one that Dylan stole. Well, I think it was Woody Guthrie. Was it Woody Guthrie or was it Pete Seeger that said, average musicians borrow, great musicians steal. So. You young rebels, and list while I sing. For the love of one's country is a terrible thing. It banishes fears with the speed of a flame, and it makes us all part of the patriot game. My name is O'Hanlon, and I've just turned 16. My home is in Monaghan, that's where I was weaned. And I learned all my life that cruel England's to blame. So now I'm a part of the patriot game. They told me how Connolly was shot in a chair. His wounds from the battle, all bloody and bare. His fine body twisted, all tortured and lame, for playing his part in the patriot game. This island of ours has long been half free. 6 counties are under John Bull's tyranny, and most of our leaders are greatly to blame for shedding their part in the patriot game. As I lay here, my body all holds, I think of those traitors who bargained and sold, and I wish that my rifle had given the same to those quislings who sold out my patriot game. My patriot game. My patriot game. There you go. One of the Bean brothers for you. I don't know which one. I can never remember whether that was Dominic or Brendan. Any input from the Peanut Gallery, the Maureen Brigade? One or the other. There were a few songs attributed to Brendan Bean that he came out later in his life and said, I didn't write those. He says, I just I might have recorded them or written them down, but I heard them from some drunk in an alley in Dublin, basically. Which is pretty amazing. So anyway, here we go. It wouldn't be Friday night without this one, would it? I took a stroll on the old long walk of a day. Hey, hey. I met a little girl and we stopped to talk on a fine soft day. And I asked you, friend, what's a feller to do? Oh, if her hair was black and her eyes was blue, I'd do right then. I'd be taking a tour round a small hill drum with a Galway girl. La 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 diddly I diddle diddle dum die diddle diddle die die dum diddly I die diddle diddle dum diddly I die diddly I diddle die die die. We were halfway there when the rain came down of a day. Hey, hey. She asked me up to her flat downtown on a fine soft day. And I asked you, friend, tell me what would you do? Oh, if her hair was black and her eyes was blue. So I took her hand and I gave her a twirl, and I lost my heart to a Galway girl. Now when I woke up, I was all alone, with a broken heart and a ticket home. So I ask you now, what's a feller to do? If her hair was black and her eyes was blue. You see, I've traveled around, I've been all over this world, boys. I tell you right now, I ain't never seen nothing like a Galway girl. La 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 la, diddly I diddle diddle down la 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 la. Thanks. Yeah, go get your red pen, Trish, or better yet, another drink. Just kidding, you know I love you, right? As Harry would say, we're just taking the piss. So I hear it's getting to be about last call for the Hooley holiday. As a matter of fact, if you decide now to go, bloody hell, what's taking so long? If you decide now to go, you're on your own for the airfare. I think the group air is booked solid. So, which is okay. A lot of people like using their points. A lot of people like going a day early or staying a day longer, making their own arrangements, no bother. Or a week early or 2 weeks early in some other cases. So Ted wants to hear a song of the sea. So we do some shanties, or 1 or 2 or 3. I'm trying to think what good shanties I could do tonight. Here, I'm going to, here's a song, Fiddler's Green. I was thinking that one too, yeah, but here's one I haven't done in a very long time. It has a ton of words, and they all come really quickly, one after the other. So, we might do a song of a lake too. We might do a Great Lake song. Yeah, I haven't done that one in a while. So I gotta view this. Hold on, give me a second to click around here. Lovely, that'll work. I think I capo this one 5. We're gonna find out. Hopefully not the hard way. Close enough for government work. As we used to say on the job sites, you can't see it from my house. Unfortunately, you can see this one from my house. So. Well, she went down last October in a pouring driving rain. The skipper, he'd been drinking, and the mate, he knew no pain. Too close to 3 Mile Rock, she was dealt a mortal blow, and the Mary Ellen Carter settled low. There was just us 5 aboard her when she finally was awash. We worked like hard to save her, all heedless of the cost. And the groan she gave when she went down, it taught us to refrain, that the Mary Ellen Carter would rise again. Well, the owners rode her off, not a nickel would they spend. She gave 20 years of service, boys, then met her sorry end. But insurance paid the loss to us, so let her rest below. Then they laughed at us and said we'd have to go. And with every bar that hit the jar, we swore we would remain. Sorry guys, I fucked that up really bad. They laughed at us and said we'd have to go. Here we go. But we talked with her all winter, some days around the clock. She's worth $250,000, boys, floating at the dock. And with every jar that hit the bar, we swore we would remain and make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Rise again, rise again. That her name would not be lost to the knowledge of men. Those who love her best and we're with her till the end, we'll make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. All spring now we've been with her, on a barge lent by a friend. 3 dives a day in hard hat suit, and twice I've had the bends. Thank God it's only 60 feet, and the current's here slow, or I'd never have the strength to go below. We've left her rents and stopped her bends, dog hatch and portholes down. We put cables to her fore and aft, we've girded her around. Tomorrow noon we'll hit the air and then take up the strain, make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Rise again, rise again. That her name would not be lost to the knowledge of men. And those who loved her best and were with her till the end will make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. For we couldn't leave her there you see, to crumble into scale. She saved our lives so many times, living through the gales, and the laughing drunken rats who left her to a sorry grave, well, they won't be laughing in another day. And to you to whom adversity has dealt the final blow, with smiling bastards lying to you everywhere you go, turn to and turn out all your strength of arm and heart and hand, like the Mary Ellen Carter. Rise again, rise again, rise again. Oh, your heart it'd be broken, our life about to end. No matter what you've lost, be it a home, a love, a friend, like the Mary Ellen Carter. Rise again, rise again, rise again. Though your heart it be broken, our life about to end. No matter what you've lost, be it a home, a love, a friend, like the Mary Ellen Carter. Rise again. That's when you just don't not play for 2 months and then whip it out again, apparently. But what does Uncle John always say, you guys? Help me out, Neil. God hates a coward. Yep, there you go. You like the Vans shirt, Patrick? I love the Vans shirt. Good to see my new Vans shoes. Hold on a minute. Whoa, look at those. Ooh, yeah. Those are skater dater shoes for shizzle. What are you handing out there, Missy? Huh? Cookies? Are those chocolate chippies? They're ginormous. There's a place in somewhere in Peoria, Illinois. We played in Peoria, Illinois, and Brendan always found the restaurants. He said, "There's a place over here called Burritos as big as your head." I said, "Nuh-uh." He says, "Yeah." So we went over there, and there was a place called Burritos as big as your head, and they had giant tortillas to make these burritos. So this is like a cookie as big as my head. That's what this is. Mm-hmm. If it's broken, no calorie fault. What? I can't even say. What? Woo! Sugar-free. I love it. It's a keto cookie. Like hell, baby, like hell. Are you at the Angel game tonight, Pat? Cool. Tonight's 70s night, isn't it? I think. That's what I heard. A friend of mine who works for the Angels posted, like they have the batting helmets from the 70s, and they put the names on the brim with a dyno label maker, just like it was really the 70s. How cool is that attention to detail? Yeah, so I got the 70s uniforms out. Although it's kind of not cool that they're considering the 70s so retro that they have to do a you know what I'm saying? There's a uniform that's hanging in what's known as Father's room. A uniform so simple in its style. It has no fancy braid of gold, no hat with feather plume. Yet my mother has preserved it all the while. One day she let me try it on, a wish of mine for years. In memory of your father, dear, she said. And when I put on the Sam Brown belt, she was smiling through her tears as she placed the broad black brimmer on my head. It's just the broad black brimmer with ribbons frayed and torn by the careless wisp of many's the mountain breeze. An old trench coat that's all battle-stained and worn, and breeches almost threadbare at the knees. A samba round belt with a buckle big and strong, and a holster that's been empty many's the year, but not for long. And when men claim Ireland's freedom, the one who'll choose to lead them will wear the broad black brimmer of the IRA. Was the uniform been worn by my father long ago, when he reached my mother's homestead on the run? It was the uniform he wore in the little church below, when old Father Mac he blessed the pair as one. After truce and treaty and the parting of the ways, he rolled it with the best and the best. And when they bore his body down along the heather beret, placed the broad black brimmer on his chest. It's just the broad black brimmer with ribbons frayed and torn by the careless wisp of many's the mountain breeze. An old trench coat that's all battle stained and worn, and breeches almost threadbare at the knees. A samba round bound with a buckle big and strong, a holster that's been empty many's the year. And when men claim Ireland's freedom, the one who choose to lead them will wear the broad black brimmer of the IRA. There's a uniform that's hanging in what's known as Father's Room, a uniform so simple in its style. It has no fancy braid of gold or hat with feathered plume. My mother has preserved it all the while. One day she let me try it on, I wish of mine for years. In memory of your father dear, she said. When I put on the Sambra belt, she was smiling through her tears, and she placed the broad black brimmer on my head. It's just the broad black brimmer with ribbons frayed and torn by the careless wisp of many's the mountain breeze. An old trench coat that's all battle stained and worn, and breeches almost threadbare at the knees. A samba round down with a bottle big and sarong, a holster that's been empty many's the year. And when men claim Ireland's freedom, the one who'll choose to lead them will wear the broad black brimmer of the IRA. There you go. Lots of not for longs in the comment section there on Facebook Live. That's very cool. Must be getting closer to real time. So excuse me while I continue on with my dinner. Thank you, Ruth, for these. These are delicious. They're delicious and they're huge. You didn't bake them? Oh, well, not bad for store-bought. They're damn good. Thank you. One I dig. So if the 70s are so retro, they're having a retro night at Anaheim Stadium, the 80s are not far behind, right? Looking from a window above, it's like a story of love. Can you hear me? Came back only yesterday. I'm moving farther away. Want you near me? All I needed was the love you gave, and all I needed for another day, and all I ever knew, only you. Sometimes when I think of her name, it's like it's only a game. When I need you, listening to the words that you say, it's getting harder to stay. When I see you, and all I needed was the love you gave, all I needed for another day, and all I ever knew, only you. This is gonna take a long time, and I wonder what's mine. I can't take no more. I wonder if you'll understand. It's just the touch of your hand behind the closed door, and all I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day, and all I ever knew, only you. All I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day, and all I ever knew, only you. Yeah. Lovely, thanks. Some Alison Moyer for all the Yazoo fans. So, let's see. Oh, first I want to play the tune. I was going to play it up here. 2 keys I was messing with this one today. This one is so short. It's not even. This makes quickies seem like marathons. But I think I might steal. The Fenians played this one for 5 minutes or so a couple of years ago when we had Brian in the band. He did a hell of a rock and roll version of it. And I'm going to call him up and say, hey, Brian, I'm going to steal your arrangement. Is that cool? And if he says yes, that'll be great. If he says no, I'm still going to do it. And give him credit every time I do. So here we go. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Right on, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. True, you ride the finest horse I've ever seen, standing 16 or 102 with eyes so wild and green. And you ride that horse so well, hands light to the touch. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. You, I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Right on, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Peggy, how are you? When you ride into the night without a trace behind, run your claw along my gut one last time. I turn to face an empty space where you used to lie. Look for a spike to light the dark with a teardrop in my eye. Right on, see you. could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Right on, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. No matter how I wanted to. No matter how I wanted to. Christy Miller. I still want to know what it all means. I haven't quite gotten into the... I guess when it's art, it can mean whatever you want it to mean, right? Just got to let art flow over you sometimes. Let the muse tell you what it is. Neil the engineer's looking at me going, no. Should be black and white, man. Oh, yeah. Delirium Tremens is a great song, isn't it? How your man stayed up on a surfboard after 20 pints of stout. Isn't that the same one? How your man stayed up on a surfboard after 14 pints of stout. I don't, Trish. That's, I don't know that one, though. And I don't know if I have the right arm for that one. But I will do another Christy Moore song if you'd like. You guys are going after all the hard ones tonight. Songs, dude. Chillax. Yeah. Do do do. Oh. Time you straight and right out. The cookie has taken up all the room for the mouse, so I can't offer it. I think. Do I do this one capoed? God. I guess I'll have to eat it. Make room, right? Yeah, I don't capo it, so. Oh, listen, Marna. Listen, Marna. Oh, listen, Marna. Listen, Varna. How's it going, everybody? From Cork, New York to Dock, Glenmady. Here we are in the County Clare, and it's a long, long way from here to there. There's the Burren, and the Cliffs of Moher, and the Tulla, and the Kilfenor, and Mike O'Russell and Dr. Bill, Willie Clancy and Noel Hill, flutes and fiddles everywhere. If it's music you want, you should go to Clare. Oh, listen, Varna. Listen, Varna. Oh, listen, Varna. Listen, Varna. Sure, everybody needs a break. Climb a mountain or jump in a lake. Some head off to exotic places, and others go to the Galway races. And Manny goes to the south of France, Jim to the dogs, and Peter to the dance. Cousin of mine goes potholing, cousin of hers goes Joe Dolan. Summer comes around each year, and they come here and we go there. Some jet off to Freheliana, but I always go to Lisdoon Barna. Oh, Lisdoon Barna. Lisdoon Barna. Oh, Lisdoon Barna. Lisdoon Barna. Well, I always leave on a Thursday night with my tent and my grown sheet rolled up tight. I like to hit Lisdoon in around Thursday afternoon, and this gives me time to get me gear together, and I don't need to worry about the weather. I might ramble in for a pint of stout, cause you never know who'd be hanging about. There's a Dutchman playing a mandolin, and a German looking for Liam O'Goflynn. There's Adam Bono and Garrett Fitzgerald getting their photos taken for the Sunday World. Finbar Charlie and Jim Hands are drinking pints to bait the band, and isn't it grand? Oh, Lisdoon Barna. Lisdoon Barna. Oh, Lisdoon Barna. Lisdoon Barna. Well, the multitudes, they flocked in throngs to hear the music and the songs. There's motorbikes and high vans with bottles, barrels, flagons, cans. Mighty crack, loads of frolics. pioneers and alcoholics and Plack Spunk and the FCA and Free Nicky Kelly and the IRA. There's hairy chests and milk white thighs and Mickey Dodgers in disguise. McGraths, O'Briens, Pippin Coxes, massage parlors and horse boxes. There's Alarons, Balarons, Amadons, Arab sheiks and Hindu Sikhs and Jesus freaks and RTE are making tapes and taking breaks and throwing shapes. This is heaven, this is hell. Who cares? Who can tell? Anyone for the last few chuck ices now? Oh, listen, Marna. Listen, Marna. Oh, listen, Marna. Listen, Marna. 7 for Jackson Brown. They had to get a special runway just to get him down. And before the chieftains could start to play, 7 creamy pints come out in a tray. And Sugar was ridden by Lord Luke, and Sean Cannon was doing the backstage cooking. Clannad was playing Harry's game, and Christy was singing Nancy Spain. Mary O'Hara and Brush Shields together singing the 4 Green Fields, and Van the Man and Nemi Lou moving hearts, and the Fenians too. Oh, listen, Marna. Listen, Marna. Oh, listen, Marna. Listen, Marna. Sure, everybody needs a break. Climb a mountain or jump in a lake. Sean Doherty goes swimming in the Rose of Tralee, and Oliver Jake Flanagan goes swimming in the Holy See. But I like the music in the open air, so every summer I go to Clare, 'cause Woodstock knocked to the Feast of Cana could hold a mass to Lisdoon Barna. Oh, Lisdoon Barna. Lisdoon Barna. Oh, Lisdoon Barna. Lisdoon Barna. Oh, Lisdoon Barna. Lisdoon Barna. Damn, that's a lot of tongue twisty words there. Thank you. Someday. Trish, how many drinks are you in tonight? I'd say it's a few. Good for a few by the looks of the comments coming in, but that's cool. It is Friday anyway. Just getting warmed up for the Hooley. So I mentioned this one that I haven't played in a while. Where's my capo? There it is. So somebody wanted to hear Songs of the Sea. So this is a song of the Great Lakes. The second song I'm going to do tonight that was written by a Canadian. And coincidentally, or maybe not coincidentally, the second song I'm going to sing tonight that was written by a Canadian where a ship sinks. So I don't know what the Canadians have against ships. Legend lives on from the Chippewa down over the big lake they call Gitchagumi. The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the skies in November turn gloomy. With a load of iron ore, 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty. That good ship in Carew was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early. Now the ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. As the big freighters go, she was bigger than most, with a crew and good captain well seasoned, concluding some terms with a couple of steel firms when they left fully loaded for Cleveland. And later that night when a ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they've been feeling? The wind in the wires made a tattletale sound as a wave broke over the railing. And every man knew, as the captain did too, 'twas the witch of November come stealing. The dawn came late and the breakfast had to wait, when the skies of November came slashing. And when afternoon came, it was freezing rain in the face of a hurricane, a west wind. When supper time came, the old cook came on deck. He said, "Fellas, it's too rough to feed you." At 7 p.m. a main hatchway caved in. He said, "Fellas, it's been good to know ya." Captain wired in, he had a water coming in, and a good ship and crew was in peril. And later that night, when its lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours? The searchers all said they'd have a made Whitefish Bay if they put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up, or they might have capsized. They might have broke deep and took water. And all that remains are the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters. Lake Huron rolls, Superior sings in the rooms of her ice-water mansions. Old Michigan steams like a young man's dreams. Her islands and bays are for sportsmen. And farther below, Lake Ontario takes in what Lake Erie can send her. And the iron boats go, as the mariners all know, with the gales of November, remember. In a musty old hall in Detroit they pray at the Maritime Sailors Cathedral. Church bell chimed till it rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. Legend lives on from the Chippewa down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. Superior, they said, never gives up her dead when the gales of November come early. Clap while it's fading out, Ruth. It's all good. Thanks. Getty Lee. No, then it would be the legend lives on from the Chippewa down. It'd be way up there. That's a nice segue. That's a segue I should be proud of right there, Mr. Seamus. He said, speaking of ghosts. As I lay dreaming of the pleasant days gone by, my mind been bent on rambling to Ireland I did lie. In feel them all around me in the house of ancient stone. And though I never lay my head, my soul I know is home. From the first time I set foot there, shed tears all on my own. A bridge through time was built and made was like I'd always known. And I see them in my dreams, I see the ghosts who paved the way for me. And I pray the day I soon might see the man who made me be. Hey! Oh, come here to me, says he to me, and have a cup of tea. Sit down here by the fire with us, your kin, and we will see if truly you do know us and all that we've endured. Well, tell you all the stories, boy, and some may be the truth. It's been so many lifetimes we cannot really say, but tears and blood and sweat do stain the land on which you play. And I see them in my dreams, I see the ghosts who paved the way for me. And I pray the day I soon might see the man who made me be. Hey! Hey, Wendy. I'll spend my days a roaming here, green grass and walls of stone. Memories I'll keep alive, all in my father's home. In a place I never been to, in a land across the sea. What's always burned inside my heart was waiting there for me. And I see them in my dreams, I see the ghosts who paved the way for me. And I pray the day I soon might see the man who made me be. Oh, I see them in my dreams, I see the ghosts who paved the way for me. And I pray the day I soon might see the man who made me be. Hey! Hey! Yay and hey, woo! I think the liquor's kicking in the driveway. You guys are getting all excited. Did you say holy cow or hold it down? I missed that. What was that? Oh. Well, thank you guys. You're very kind. I appreciate the fans of that. That's the newest, latest. That's the newest, latest one that the Muse presented to me one night. I let it flow over me and through me and down and out of me and under your ears. And it seems to be working out so far. Oh, you know, here's one that was I did a few times and then didn't do it for a while. So let's whip this one out. The song, I mean. I think I do this in G. We'll find out. I'm running out of picks. All right, where we are. Well, it's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly grog. It's all for my beer and tobacco. Oh, I spent all me tin on the lassie's drinking gin, and across the western ocean I must wander. So where are my boots, my noggin boots? They're all gone for beer and tobacco. For the heels are worn out and the toes are kicked about, and the soles are looking out for better weather. And it's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly garog, all for my beer and tobacco. Oh, I spent all me tin on the lassies drinking gin. Across the western ocean I must wander. Now where is me shirt, me noggin shirt? It's all gone for beer and tobacco. For the collar's worn out and the sleeves are all the torn, and the tail is looking out for better weather. And it's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly garog, it's all for my beer and tobacco. Oh, I spent all my tin on the lassies drinking gin. Now across the western ocean I must wander. Now I'm sick in the head and I haven't been to bed since first I came to shore for me slumber. And I spent all me dough on the lassies, don't you know? For across the western ocean I must wander. And it's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly garog, it's all for my beer and tobacco. Oh, I spent all my tin on the lassies drinking gin. Now across the western ocean I must wander. Now where is me wife, me knockin' wife? She's all sold for beer and tobacco. See, her front was worn out and her tail was kicked about, and I'm sure she's looking out for better weather. What? It's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly garog, it's all for my beer and tobacco. I spent all my tin on the lassies drinking gin. Now across the western ocean I must wander. Oh, where is me bed, my knockin' bed? It's all sold for beer and tobacco. See, I showed it to the girls till the strings were all a twirl, and the sheets were looking out for better weather. And it's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly garog, it's all for the beer and tobacco. I spent all my tin on the lassies drinking gin. For across the western ocean I must wander. There you go. Yeah. Come in, you. That's a funny typo there. Come in, you black and tans. That would be the collaborator version of that song. That's pretty funny. I want to play this one too, because I don't know if I played this one lately, but it's overdue, I'd say. As I walk through this wicked world, searching for light in the darkness of insanity, I ask myself, is all hope lost? Is there only pain and hatred and misery? 'Cause each time I feel like this inside, there's one thing I wanna know. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Oh, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? As I walk on through troubled times, my spirit gets so downhearted sometimes. So where are the strong and who are the trusted? And where is that harmony, sweet harmony? 'Cause each time I feel it slipping away, it just makes me wanna cry. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Oh, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? The strong, and who are the trusted, and where is that harmony, sweet harmony? 'Cause each time I feel it slipping away, it just makes me wanna cry. But what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Whoa, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Oh, the other Elvis for you, EC. I did see that, Ann, that they are coming. It's Elvis and the it's not the Attractions. What's his backing band now called? The Imposters. Yes, indeed. Might have to. Do you have the date on that? Or the on sale tickets? I don't know. They're already. Oh wow, shit. Better hurry up. Hope there's some left. So, a Rebel song for Jeff and Ruth. See if I can remember it. It's been a while. What's that? We're going for a car ride. We're going for. You're like the dog when you say, "You want to go for a drive?" We're gonna try this in the key of B. I sing no other songs in the key of B, but I feel like I think whatever I did it in last week, B flat, A sharp. Huh? It was C, was it? You remember that? Oh shit. Okay. How did you remember that? C as in car. That's a good that's a good pneumatic device there. Just like air tools. It helps you remember things. There was a band from Orange County in the 80s called Mnemonic Devices. Anne DeJarnette. It was kind of a new wave sort of band, 80s modern thing with fiddle. She was a fiddle player, Anne DeJarnette. So I have to go see if there's any YouTube stuff on Mnemonic Devices from Orange County. They were supposed to go big. They got signed, and then it just kind of petered out, which happens in this business all the time. I got to change the... I almost cut off the last verse there. God forbid we couldn't do that. That would be brutal. Was down by Brannigan's Corner one morning I did stray. I met a fellow rebel there, and to me he did say, "We have orders from the captain to assemble at Dunbar, but how are we to get there without a motor car?" Oh, Barney dear, be good cheer, I'll tell you what we'll do. The specials, they are plentiful, and the IRA are few. We'll send a wire to Johnson to meet us and Stranraer. We'll give the boys a bloody good ride in Johnson's motor car. Did I say boys? That's a new word. Now when Dr. Johnson heard the news, he soon put on his shoes. He said, this is an urgent case, there is no time to lose. He then put on his castor hat and on his breast a star. You could hear the din all through Glenfin of Johnson's motor car. But when he got to the railway bridge, the rebels he saw there, old Johnson knew the jig was up, for at him they did stare. He said, I have a permit to travel near and far. Ah, to hell with your English permit, we want your motor car. Well, what will my loyal brethren think when they hear the news? My card has been commandeered by the rebels at Dunluce. We'll give you a receipt for it, all signed by Captain Barr. And when Ireland gets her freedom, you'll get your motor car. They put the car in motion and they filled it to the brim with guns and bayonets shining, which made old Johnson grim. Then Barney hoisted the Sinn Féin flag and it fluttered like the wind. And we gave 3 cheers to the IRA and Johnson's motor car. Sinn Féin. I need self-flagellation for that one and flog myself as a card-carrying member of Sinn Féin in Ireland, literally. Oh well, sometimes it's hard to get the tongue around things when it's going really fast, and that could be a double entendre if you have a dirty mind. Never mind, I'll back off that. All right. Good request, Shamey boy. You guys don't mind staying a little after 8, do you, since we got a late start? You okay if we go a little long? Thank you. That's the enthusiasm I was looking for. Yeah, that was so cheap, but it worked eventually. Boyhood's fire was in my blood. I read of ancient freemen for Greece and Rome who bravely stood, 300 men and 3 men. And then I hope I yet might see our fetters rent in twain, and Ireland long a province be, a nation once again, a nation once again, a nation once again, and Ireland long a province be, a nation once again. Goodbye, Anne, thank you. It's whispered to that freedom's ark and service high and holy would be prepared, my feelings dark, my passions vain or lowly. For freedom comes from God's right hand and needs a godly twain, and righteous men will make our land a nation once again, a nation once again, a nation once again, and Ireland long a province be, a nation once again. So as I grew from boy to man, I bend me to that bidding. My spirit of his selfish plan, my cruel passions ridding. And thus I hope someday to aid. Oh, can such hope be vain? When my dear country shall be made a nation once again. A nation once again. A nation once again. And Ireland long a province be a nation once again. A nation once again. Once again. And Ireland long a province be a nation once again. There you go. Yahoo! Thanks. Has anybody ever told you look like Brian from the Beach Boys? Is anybody seeing that? No? No? Never? Oh my gosh, I'm not looking at you. No? I'm thinking, I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me, sorry to everybody on the interwebs. I'm just having a moment here with the live in studio, in driveway audience. Wendy, are you still there, Wendy? Or did you fly off to Neverland? Because we're going to play Come Out, You Black and Tans, rather than Come In. Come in, you bloody black and tans. Oh, come in, and bring your whole bloody clan. Take it slow and easy, and I'll feed you Mexican flan. I'm sorry. I'm not all there. We're all here because I'm not all there. That's what we're doing. All right. Hopefully you're still here, Wendy, and I can play your request for you. Hi, Ann and Tom. You guys are late. What's up? Pull up a chair. Or two, or five. I was born in Dublin Street, where those Lyle drums do beat, and those loving English feet, they walked all over us. And every single night, when me dad would come home tight, he'd invite the neighbours out with this fine chorus. Come out, you black and tans, come out and find me like a man. Show your wife how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Kildare. Come let us hear you tell how you slandered great Parnell when you taught him well and truly persecuted. Where are the sneers and jeers that you loudly let us hear when our leaders of 16 were executed? Come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Kildare. Come tell us how you slew them old Arabs 2 by 2, like the Zulus they had spears and bows and arrows. How bravely you faced one with your 16-pounder gun, and you frightened them damn natives to the marrow. Come out, you black and tans, come on and find me like a man. Wait till you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Kildare. I think the days are here when each English Shawnee Neil run before us. And if there'll be a need, my kids will say Godspeed with a verse or two of singing this fine chorus. Come out, you black and tan, come out and buy me like a man. Show your wife how you won medals down in Flanders. neighbors tell her how you're right. Made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Kildashire. Oh, chip like a dance, come on and mind me like a man. Show your wife how you win battles down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Kildashire. From the green and lovely lanes of Kildashire. From the green and lovely lanes of Kildashire. There you go. Woo! Thanks. So, Anne, I got your envelope. I haven't read the story inside yet, except for your preface on the outside of the envelope. Everyone looked at me funny when I said, I got the envelope. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like, Dave's not here, man. No, it wasn't. Nothing to do with that. But is today, did I read that correct? Is today your mom's anniversary? It was yesterday. Oh, you dropped that. I'm losing the day because I was out of town when you dropped it. But yesterday. May I play a song for your dear departed, lovely mother, Anne Curley. Whew, what a lady. What a lady. Got to move this up a little bit because of Rob. Speaking of Rob, Eric, I'd love to play San Patricios, but I don't know how to play it, to be honest with you. On the guitar, and I've probably forgotten it on the mandolin. I better bone it up, but it's kind of a funky chord thing that I don't know I could translate on the fly, and I certainly couldn't sing it as well as Rob. But next time the Fenians play, we will definitely be doing the San Patricios song. But in the meantime, I want to send one out to all the Curley clan, near and far, and Cleary clan, and all of them. Well, have you seen him on the corner, and his lip had reached the pavement? He's been hiding from his razor. Is he not an awful sight? In love he was the purest, now he's frightening the tourist. If he'd gone and asked his father, well, I know he'd set him right, saying, take her in your arms and tell her that you love her. Take her in your arms, hold the woman tight. Won't you take her in your arms and tell her that you love her? If you're going to love a woman, oh, then be sure and do it right. Well, now he met her at a disco, at a dive in San Francisco, and it all might have been different had he seen her in daylight. She was painted, or she was scented, and she drove your man demented. If he'd gone and asked his father, well, I know he'd set him alright. He'd say, take her in your arms and tell her that you love her. Take her in your arms and hold the woman tight. Won't you take her in your arms and tell her that you love her? If you're going to love a woman, oh, then be sure and do it right. Well, here's a pub with fun and laughter, and the landlord's buying the bevy. There's a session in the corner, and the crack is grand tonight. But your man who lost his woman, well, he's still at home lamented. If he'd gone and asked his father, well, I know he'd set him right, saying, take her in your arms, tell her that you love her. Take her in your arms, hold the woman tight. Won't you take her in your arms, tell her that you love her? If you're going to love a woman, oh, then be sure and do it right. Depression's not a million laughs, but suicide's too dangerous. Don't go leaping out of buildings in the middle of the night. It's not the fall but landing that would alter social standing. So go first and ask your father, I'm sure he'll set you right. So here's the health to all true lovers, their sisters and their brothers and their uncles and their grannies, for this thing is black and white. Or if you're keen to start romancing with lepping and with dancing, just go first and ask your father, and I'm sure he said you right. He'd say, take her in your arms, tell her that you love her. Take her in your arms and hold the woman tight. Won't you take her in your arms and tell her that you love her? If you're going to love her, oh, then be sure and do it right. I'll take her in your arms, tell her that you love her. Take her her in your arms and hold the woman tight? Won't you take her in your arms and tell her that you love her if you're going to love her? Oh, then be sure and do it right. Take her in your arms, tell her that you love her. Take her in your arms and hold the woman tight. Won't you take her in your arms and tell her that you love her if you're going to love a woman? Oh, then be sure and do it right. There you go. For Mama. Oh, yeah. That's a little emotional. That's what makes the juxtaposition so cool, Trish. That's what indeed it does. Now the computer's telling me to change my Microsoft password. I thought once I got vaccinated and got the chip, I didn't need a password. I'm joking. Come on. I don't think we've done any songs with eels in them, have we? How are you? Where have you been to, Lord Randall, my son? Where have you been to, my beloved one? Down in the glen, down in the glen. Make me my bed, I've a pain in me head, and my pain would lie down, and my pain would lie down. What did you do there, Lord Randall, my son? What did you do there, oh my beloved one? I dined with my true love, dined with my true love. Make me my bed, I've a pain in me head, and my pain would lie down, and my pain would lie down. What did you eat there, Lord Randall, my son? What did you eat there, my beloved one? Eels and eels broth, eels and eels broth. Make me my bed, I've a pain in me head, and my pain would lie down, and my pain would lie down. I fear you were poisoned, Lord Randall, my son. I fear you were poisoned, my beloved one. Indeed I am poisoned, indeed I am poisoned. Make me my bed, I've a pain in me head, and my pain would lie down, and my pain would lie down. What will you leave to your lover, my son? Wait, your mother. What will you leave to your mother, my son? What will you leave me, oh ill-fated one? My gold and my silver, my gold and my silver. Make me my bed, I've a pain in me head, and my pain would lie down, and my pain would lie down. Trisha, that was a little Freudian, wasn't it? What will you leave to you love her, my son? What will you leave her, a ill-fated one? A rope to hang her, a rope to hang her. Make me my bed, I've a pain in my head, and my pain would lie down, and my pain would lie down. Oh, my pain would lie down, and my pain would lie down. There you go. Thanks. I like that one. Yeah, that was pretty Freudian to fix up the lover and the mother one at the end there, wasn't it? Oops. Oh, well. Oh, well. Cheers. I'll have to spend additional time on the couch this year. The guitar didn't like that when it popped its own capo. Well, I hope I got to all or most of the requests tonight. I certainly tried to do my best every night. If I know them, I'll try them. If I don't know them, sometimes I try them. Sometimes the one I think I know I don't try, and I do try. I think I know them, and then I don't. Does that make any sense? Okay, fair enough. No Saw Doctors. Which Saw Doctors? I think I know 3, 4. How many Saw Doctors songs do I know? I haven't played any of them. Which one do you want? Any of them? Dealer's choice. All right. Let's see here. I don't think I've played this one. I haven't played this one in forever, so we'll do this one. No call and response tonight. No monkey see, monkey do. I'm going to give the monkeys a rest. Let them get off my back. I have fallen for another, she can make her own way home. And even if she asks me now, well, I'd let her go alone. See, I used to see her up the chapel when she went to Sunday Mass. When she'd go up to receive, I'd kneel down there and watch her pass. The glory of her ass. Oh, I used to love her, I used to love her once. A long, long time ago, I used to love her. I used to love her once. A long, long time ago, it's gone. All my loving is gone. Whoa, whoa, it's gone now. All my loving is gone. Do you remember her collecting for concern on Christmas Eve? She was on a 48-hour fast, just water and black tea. So I walked straight up and made an ostentatious contribution. And I winked at her to tell her I'd seduce her in the future when she's feeling looser. Oh, I used to love her, I used to love her once. A long, long time ago, I used to love her, I used to love her once. A long, long time ago, it's gone. All my loving is gone. Whoa, whoa, it's gone now. All my loving is gone. So now you know the truth of it. She's no longer my obsession. And all the thoughts I had of her will take 6 months in confession. And I did that young one Thursday night, and she's into free expression. And her mission is to rid the world of this sinful repression. And we had a session. Oh, I used to love her, I used to love her once. A long, long time ago, I used to love her, I used to love her once. A long, long time ago, it's gone. All my loving is gone. Whoa, whoa, it's gone now. All my loving is gone. Well, it's gone, long, long gone. All my loving is gone, long, long gone. All my loving is gone, long, long gone. All my loving is gone, long, long gone. I have fallen for another. She can make her own way home. There you go. Some saw doctors all the way from Choom in the County Galway. Once again, I don't think I've mentioned the tip jar all night, but thanks to everybody who's been hitting the in-person one here tonight, and thank you, Neil, and all the folks on the online tip jars, the Zelle, the PayPal, what else do we have? Zelle, PayPal, Venmo. We can't forget about Venmo. Venmo. I can't hear Venmo and not think of Bevmo. Can you? Or Kebmo. We'll have to do a little brainstorming on all the things that rhyme with mo. Venmo, Bevmo, Kebmo. Bobo. Anybody had Bobo's Burgers in Dublin? Anybody? No? Oh my gosh, I failed as a tour guide. I have. Have I told you about Bobo's before? Gourmet Irish burgers, Bobo's. There's 2 locations in Dublin. They are so good. So top probably 3 hamburgers I've ever had. They have lamb burgers, they have beef burgers, they have all kinds of stuff. And I love it. On the menu it says, when you order, it says proper chubby chips. So they're proper French fries, proper chubby chips, just fresh cut, delicious. You can get fresh baked buns, so good. Irish cheese, Dubliner Irish cheese on them. And then the bacon burger, of course, has real rashers on it, real Irish bacon. So they're very good burgers. I highly recommend them. There's 2 of them. There's one on Dame Street, and I think the other one's around the corner from what's the famous music pub? Whelan's on Wexford Street. That might be the Dame Street one. Anyway, Google it, for God's sake. Don't trust me, because I'm probably getting it half wrong. But I love the place, and you should too. And you know who turned me on to it? Guess. What did I say earlier? Were you not paying attention, for God's sakes? Brendan, of course. He was the gastric consultant for all Fenian's tours. So, anyway. Pam had it. Yep, you heard me, I guess, on the last tour, or the 2 tours ago, whenever one you were on. They are really good Irish burgers. It's all Irish, organic, grass-fed, no hormones Irish beef. So, hormones. Boy, my tongue is really working overtime tonight, not doing a very good job. But anyway, I digress. I'm going to say goodnight, God bless to all you, and leave you with one more here. See you. I'm not sure what keep an eye on the Fenians Facebook page or my own Facebook page for the schedule. Not quite sure. I was going to take, with the Irish Fair coming up and all that entails, I was going to take a few Fridays off. I will be in Ireland for 2 Fridays at the end of the month. So keep an eye on the schedule. We'll see what's going on Fridays. I don't know. It's a bit up in the air, but I love doing it. Trisha, you trying to trick me into thinking it's daylight savings time? I hope we've done away with all that nonsense. You had me thinking there for a minute. Thank you, Alan. Hope you're feeling better, my friend. Somebody wave your arms. There you go. Thank you, Randy. This one goes out to any newcomers in the driveway tonight. We have 500 questions. Wait, that's not how it goes. Where's this place we've come to? We don't know what to say. Bloody hell. We long to see each other. I'm frightened all that day. Oh, you met me in a barren place. You walked me to the hill. We're so good for each other then. I know we could be still. You couldn't have come at a better time. Ah, you couldn't have come at a better time. Oh, you couldn't have come at a better time. Not if you tried. Oh no, not if you tried. Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we have 500 questions between you and me. Oh, but when you look into my eyes, my love, tell me what do you see? Is it something you're not sure of? Is it something to find? Or is it just another case of the right thing at the wrong time? Oh, you couldn't have come at a better time. Oh, you couldn't have come at a better time. Oh, you couldn't have come at a better time. Oh, since we were first together, and the lakeside sky is so blue, we were so good for each other. Me and you and me and you and me and you and me and you. Couldn't have come at a better time. Oh, you couldn't have come at a better time. Oh, you couldn't have come at a better time. Not if you tried. Oh no, not if you tried. Oh no. Not if you tried. Good night, everyone. God bless. Be good humans. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Take good care.